just like this. I want something just like this. I want something just like this. I want something just like this.
Hello, Dream Lifestyle. It's so good to be in front of you again. Today we are at the Sheraton Mirage on the Gold Coast. We've had some amazing days just learning about what it is that we do and how to share it with others. And so I'm here with the lovely Lauren.
Hello.
Who we met a few years ago. And so talk to us, girlfriend. What was life like 3-4 years ago? What we used to be doing?
2.5 years ago.
2.5.
Yeah.
There you go.
So 2.5 years ago, I was working in child protection. So really passionate about helping people, really passionate about holistic health. So my background's in psychology. So did my 4 years of that, did my honours, did my thesis, got a job working in child protection. Really loved what I did. I think probably about the first 12 months.
What attracted you to that? Because that's a pretty special person who does that kind of work.
I just wanted a job that gave me emotional revenue.
Right.
I didn't want to be stuck in four walls all day, so I liked the idea that it was me getting out and seeing families, but I wanted to go home every day knowing I'd made a difference.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And so what was great about that position, that model? What did you love about it?
That at the start I felt like I was making a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Every day was different. Had job security, I guess, had the maternity leave, which is what the whole reason why I did university in the first place. I wanted a good job that would give me above average income so I could have some magical moments and hopefully dictate the hours that I worked, which I soon realised wasn't the case.
Yeah, so let's go there. What wasn't working?
At the age of, what was I then, 20, I got the job when I was 22, so about 23 I realised I was on the verge of breakdown, if I'm honest. There's another word for it. I was working 50-hour weeks on average. Obviously, if you have a crisis and a family needs you, you don't just clock off at 5. So sometimes I was there till 7 o'clock at night. Even to get in the workforce, I had to accept a job that was an hour away. So I was commuting 2 hours on top of emotionally a draining 8-9 hour day, and that's if traffic was good. So I just wasn't living what I was preaching. I didn't have time to work out. I didn't have the energy to work out. I didn't have time for me, my partner, and my weekends were just filled with me trying to get my head back above water just to do it again the week following. And I was just thinking, well, I want kids, I can't wait to be a mum, and if I can't even do that with just me, I don't know how kids would fit in that picture.
And so obviously family is important to you, close with your
Yeah.
mum and dad, extended family. How was that position working out as far as being able to see them and be there at crucial times?
Not good. So yeah, my mum's my best friend, my dad's my best friend. I'm really close, got 2 younger brothers.
I was your best friend.
No. But they all live 12, 14 hours if you're going to drive, otherwise 2 flights. And then my partner's family all live in the UK, so it didn't work getting all the way down there just for one day to come back the next day if you're going to go on a weekend. So obviously you'd have to work 8 weeks a year just to get your 4 weeks annual leave for us to go visit family. And for me, that's much I love seeing them. That's not a holiday for me. So and I think it was, for me, what really hit home was when my mum had, as you know, my mum had a heart attack, and her mum passed away within 24 hours. So it was a really rough time for my family. My dad needed me, my younger brothers needed me. My mum was airlifted to St. Vincent's in Melbourne, and I didn't have enough leave to stay down there and just be there when I was needed. And I just realised that life's short and we're not here just to work, and if you can't be there when you're needed and have magical moments with your loved ones, then what's the point?
So some big values not really being met.
That's it.
Yet we live in a system where we go, well, what else are we going to do? We watch our parents work hard, their parents work hard. You did all the right things.
I know.
Went to uni, and then and so what happened? Were you looking for something else?
I guess I kind of unconsciously was. I did my life coaching certificate, so on the side of also working all those hours, I was also trying to build my life coaching practice up. So I did have a job that hopefully one day when I did have kids would give me some flexibility to work, maybe to have a couple of clients a day. So I was looking, I think, and I soon realised that even that way wasn't really going to work. I was a one-man band. I was constantly having to sell myself to get clients. If clients didn't pay, I don't have the power or the money behind me to take them to court over a couple of sessions they didn't pay for. So just realised that wasn't really going to get me ahead or give me the flexibility I wanted either. So yeah.
And so kind of checked out what we were up to.
Yeah.
We had some chats. And you had some skepticism. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I just thought that, I guess my ego got in the way. I had some misconceptions around a business structure that you guys were using, and that I was like, well, I'm a professional. Like, I've gone to university, I've got a degree, I've got honours. Like, I need a real job. So yeah, I said no, and then watched behind the scenes for a good few months. So I think it was even six months. Yeah, you remember?
I remember. But I totally relate. You know, I was Dr. Anthony, and I had 3 degrees, and you know, love what I did, but why would ever, you know, do something different, something that's out of the norm.
Yeah.
But curiosity
Here we are.
got the better of you, and so what happened?
So yeah, I ended up kind of thinking, if not this, then what? Didn't have 100% belief when I started. I just kind of was like, oh, what have I got to lose? So I did it, enjoyed the journey. I learned a lot about myself, and just slowly started chipping away at it around full-time work, and got to meet some pretty amazing people.
And describe, so you ready, what was a typical work day in your traditional job? With commuting?
So getting up at 6:30, or I'd get up at 5:30. I'd try to get a walk in or a run in the morning, but most days I'd just snooze the alarm. I'd get in the car about 6:30, 7, and it usually take an hour and a half to get there. So I'd be lucky to get there about 8:30. So that gave me my half an hour then to have some breakfast and catch up on emails and stuff. And then I'd be there 9 till 5:36, because that's just how my days end up using. So getting back home about 7:30 to have dinner, to wake up and do it again the next day.
Excitement.
So much fun.
Yeah. And so with this model of business, it's really something for people who are committed.
Yeah.
They can build something around full-time work. You proved that. So you were working in lunch breaks when you got home.
Yeah, I did a half an hour, that half an hour when I got there, 8:30 to 9 on my phone. My lunch break, half an hour my lunch break, and then I'd get home, I'd have dinner, and I'd probably do an hour or an hour and a half to 2 hours after dinner.
And I think most people, they're already spending that on Facebook, scrolling, watching cat videos, doing, you know, the latest Netflix series.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of wasted time.
Especially when you think about what you can create in just 12 months of consistency. I think it only took me 12 months to replace my full-time income doing this. And like those 12 months are going to go anyway. So I may have missed out on a few Netflix, but I didn't actually miss out that much or make any sacrifices. You don't really talk about much on your lunch break with your colleagues anyway. A lot of people just gossip. So I didn't actually have to make that many sacrifices in the long scheme of things, and to get what I did in 12 months, I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat.
And so 12 months on, you were able to step away, yeah?
Yeah, replace my full-time income.
How did that feel? Mixed emotions? Or?
Yeah, I think you remember I did a live my last day of work. Thought I had this in my head. I was like, I'm going to do a live, tell everyone how excited and happy I was, and I bawled my eyes out. I had a nasty client on my last day for some reason. I thought I'd be thanked for all the work I'd done over the last 2.5 years. I didn't have my hair, but yeah, my last day didn't get a thank you for all the times I walked into a house and got abused, or had my kids I helped, I got yelled at, I got abused from my clients, obviously not my colleagues. So yeah, I left, instead of feeling like I've done something good, I just left my last day feeling like, wow, what did I just waste the last 3 years doing? No one even realised what I did or appreciated it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And so how long ago was that? How long have you been doing this as your
I think it
main
was,
jam?
I think it's over a year now. Yeah, over a year now.
Cool. So describe the last year. What's changed? What's life like?
Well, I'm engaged. Everything. I live my mission. I wake up. I get to enjoy breakfast. I don't have to wake up to alarm, although I do, because otherwise I would just lay there. I want to see the sunrise, so I get up and go watch the sunrise, go for a walk or a run on the beach, do a meditation, sit down at my computer at 9, hop on some calls, talk to people online, and post online, stalk girls online that I want to maybe be my friends, catch up for coffees, lunches, finish at 5. I get to visit family whenever I want.
So you still get to do what you love, you still get to help people, you still get to make a difference, but not at the expense of
My
Loz.
family or me.
And so
And travel, I get to travel a lot
yeah,
too.
so where have you travelled? Something pretty cool happened at the end of last year.
I've done lots of things. So yeah, we first lot of travel, I think we went to Colombia, we did Mexico. It was our big trip, went for about 3-4 weeks. I go home now probably every couple of months, and I just take my laptop with me and I can go and stay as long as I want. We go to the UK, so in December this year we're going to the UK for a whole month. We just got back from Bali and Perth. Last year my mum and dad, it was on their bucket list, they'd love to go to Vegas. I just never had the resources to be able to do that, so last year we went to Vegas and I took my mum and dad with me, so that was pretty special.
So imagine that you would have been
24.
saying, hey, mum, dad,
I'm taking you to Vegas.
yeah. And how did they respond? Was it just...
I videoed Dad.
Yeah.
Dad was pretty funny. Yeah.
So pretty cool. Now, I think you're special, but does it take someone special to be able to do this?
Not really. Like, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie and say it's for everyone. I think you've got to know what you want and maybe sometimes you need to have a pain. You need to have worked and realize that the traditional system, like know the reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Like, yeah, I could have continued to work my 9 to 5, but where would I have been in 10-40 years? I would still be in the same position on the same income, and I would have missed out on a lot of magical moments and made sacrifices of those kind of things. So just being real about what your reality looks like for you now, and if that's not something that you want, then having the grit and be willing to do some work and maybe make a little bit of sacrifices in the short term, maybe 2 years of doing this consistently to be able to have everything that you want realistically. It's just consistency. It's being willing to do the work and having the work ethic to actually do it. You have to have that self-discipline that you're not here and you're not being told by someone what to do. You don't have a boss. You are your own boss, which is what I love about this, but for a lot of people that's what they struggle with, because they have that employee mentality where if somebody's not there saying you've got to start at 9, you've got to finish at 5, you've got to do some work, if you don't have that work ethic to do the work yourself, then yeah, this isn't a get rich quick scheme. Like, you've got to do the work to get there. It's not a lot of work, it's not hard work, but...
Well, let's talk about that, because relative to what people are already doing,
yeah,
where they'd never not turn up on time, they're happy to go subordinate and fill someone else's dreams, but when they could have the opportunity to do something for themselves, it's almost like we've been brainwashed to follow the system. And don't get me wrong, we need amazing people to do all of those services and things.
yeah.
So I think for people who are looking for something more, they do have a stirring in their belly, going to sleep going, is this all there is?
Yeah.
Surely, this isn't what life is about. And I think missing magic moments, like you said, if there's a pain, I never forget, I got a photo and a message from my wife going, oh my gosh, Bodhi just won cross country. And I was delighted and gutted, because I was like, but I should be there. And I think that was a turning point for me, just going, no, never again. And so this is a dream lifestyle. You get to literally choose the check that you want to write yourself each month. And then we've created a system where you can follow that. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. We've had dozens of people be able to step away, hundreds be able to create extra income, and thousands across the globe making massive differences. So if this strikes a nerve with you, if you've loved this story, I'd love to interview you in a few years, because you've taken a closer look and seen what this is all about. Go get 'em, Dream Lifestylers.
See ya.